What is the most evil woman in history? You may have asked yourself this question at some point. Well, today, get ready to delve into the dark and chilling story of a contender for the #1 spot. Imagine yourself transported back to the 1940s, a time when the world was engulfed in the chaos of World War II. In the midst of this global conflict, a figure emerged, leaving an indelible mark on history with her insidious actions. This is the haunting story of Irma Grese, the hyena of Auschwitz. Irma Grese's childhood was marked by the rise of the Nazi regime and its influence on German society. Born in Recken, Germany in 1923, she grew up in a small rural community. Raised in a strict and disciplined household, Irma was exposed to the prevailing Nazi propaganda that glorified the Aryan race and fueled a sense of nationalistic fervor. As a young girl, she became captivated by the ideology and aspirations of the Nazi Party. Little did anyone know that this impressionable child would grow up to become a symbol of unimaginable cruelty and the embodiment of the horrors that unfolded during the Holocaust. In 1942, at the tender age of 19, she joined the League of German Girls, a Nazi youth organization. Her commitment to the cause caught the attention of the SS, the paramilitary organization responsible for running concentration camps. In 1943, Grese was recruited into the SS and assigned to Auschwitz-Birkenau, one of the most infamous death camps of the Holocaust. As an SS guard in Auschwitz and later in Ravensbrück, Irma Grese became known for her sadistic and merciless nature, perpetrating a litany of unimaginable crimes. She actively participated in the selection process upon prisoners' arrival, deciding their fate with a cold detachment. Grese took pleasure in physically abusing and torturing inmates, subjecting them to brutal beatings, whippings, and kicks for her own sadistic amusement. One chilling aspect of Grese's crimes was her involvement in sexual violence. She would essay female prisoners, exploiting her position of power to degrade and violate them in the most dehumanizing manner. Notably, Grese played a direct role in executing prisoners. She would shoot them herself or release her vicious attack dog to tear them apart. Furthermore, Grese assisted Nazi doctors in conducting inhumane medical experiments on prisoners. She willingly participated in subjecting individuals to extreme conditions, diseases, and surgeries, without any regard for their well-being or humanity. Following the end of World War II and the liberation of the concentration camps, the atrocities committed by Irma Grese and her fellow SS guards were exposed to the world. In 1945, Grese was arrested and brought to trial for her war crimes. The evidence against her was overwhelming, with survivors providing chilling testimonies of her sadistic actions. During the trial, Grese showed no remorse or empathy for her heinous deeds. Recognizing the severity of her crimes, the court handed down a verdict that reflected the gravity of her actions. Grese was sentenced to death by hanging. On December 13, 1945, Irma Grese faced her final reckoning. The execution marked the end of her reign of terror and provided some semblance of justice for the countless lives she had mercilessly taken and destroyed. The arrest, trial, and sentencing of Irma Grese served as a significant moment in the post-war pursuit of justice. Her case, along with others from the Holocaust, contributed to the establishment of international tribunals and legal frameworks aimed at holding individuals accountable for their crimes against humanity. While her execution brought a sense of closure to the survivors and the world at large, the haunting legacy of Irma Grese remains as a reminder of the depths of human cruelty and the importance of never forgetting the atrocities committed during this dark chapter of history.